It's Josie's boy.
I miss house parties back in the day. House
Yo.
parties used to be fun.
I miss house parties, cuz I ain't gonna hold you, cuz like basement parties, like them was the shit. Like,
You can't do that shit now. Motherfuckers
Nah,
gonna call the
man.
police. Your shit gonna get shut down. You know what I'm saying?
it's either gonna get shut down by the police
Or somebody gonna shoot it
or
up.
somebody gonna shoot it up.
See that shit with that Airbnb? Nigga, our little cousin was up in there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy.
Thank
man.
God. I mean, thank
Yeah,
God his best
man.
friend pushed him out of the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that
That's
shit
some
was
scary shit, man.
man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing where it comes to back to being like a parent and having different thoughts and, you know what I'm saying, and different actions, because it's like, damn, like, what if that was my kid? Like, what if that was my daughter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, man. And here goes good parents, bad parents. I've known people that 2-parent household, good parents, you know what I mean, gave the kids everything. They always had, you know, the newest shit, the flyest shit, all the toys when we was little and everything. And they still grew up and went to the streets.
mm-hmm.
Then I know people that was raised by mothers, single mother that was addicted. You know what I'm saying?
Or vice
And,
versa.
and
with the
motherfucker
single
grew
father.
up, grew up
What
and
did
became a successful, you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
whatever you consider successful. What I'm saying, they didn't go to the streets.
Right.
Went to school, graduated, went to college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Living their life. You know what I'm saying? Completely different from how you would think they might end up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's it gets to the point where, and we all know this, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Stop blaming your motherfucking parents for everything, cause yeah, some of the shit might be their fault, but at a certain point, we made a conscious decision to ignore what we was taught and see what's up anyway.
Exactly.
They told us we wasn't gonna get no good out the streets, but we had to see for ourselves.
Right.
It is not like we had to see, we wanted to see.
We wanted to see, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And it was like we was easily persuaded. Like, we're like, it's like, I feel like not everybody who goes into the streets, you know what I'm saying, is easily persuaded, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, I just feel like it was just like, they're easily brainwashed, like, to come into the streets, because it's like, everybody who goes into this, mostly everybody goes into the streets, somebody brings them in. It's not like they get up one day and just walk.
No,
you know
no
what I
doubt.
mean?
You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things that factor into that. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been conditioned, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
a certain way as a people to be a certain way. Like the systems that they got us in and everything, man. Like shit's crazy, shit's deep. That's a whole other show.
Right.
That's a whole other show. And I got a couple people I know I want to bring on for that one.
But even with that being another show, it still brings you back to the support and basically at the end of the day.
Think about this. A nigga go to college for 4 years, graduate, get a degree, and come home, and it's nothing. A nigga go to jail for 4 years and come home, and they acting like this nigga just won a Nobel Peace Prize or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing I regretted about not going to college is not being able to join a sorority.
You mean fraternity?
Fraternity, whatever the fuck sorority I'm high as fuck. That's why I needed to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Fraternity, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of people get like jobs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how that goes. Like,
right. So I just feel like if us as black people, as a black community, in the hip hop community and the art community, I feel like if we just acted like we was either in a sorority or a fraternity, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
We would rise to the point to where they can't fucking stop us. Because, like, for instance, I was watching Bel Air and Ashley walked up to a book and she was like, they don't teach us this shit in school. And her mom was like, yeah, that's why we need to educate ourselves. So I feel like, and I was just like, damn, like, if we just educated ourselves and just stick together as black people in the black community, we can elevate.
What's crazy is you ever hear the phrase, you want to hide the truth from a nigga, put it in a book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of niggas don't like to read.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of niggas don't like to read. I'm not going to lie. I was like that. I'll never forget I bought a motherfucking drum machine. And I had the thing for like a whole month. My nigga KO hit me. Shout out to KO. My nigga KO hit me and said, this after about a month. He was like, I know you got crazy beats. What you doing, nigga? I'm about to come up and hear some shit. I was like, nigga, I ain't made a fucking beat yet. He was like, what? You had this shit damn near a month. I was like, man, I don't know how to use this motherfucker. Here he goes. I said, I'll be playing with it. I just get frustrated and I leave it go. He'd be like, man, it ain't come with the book. I was like, yeah, man, I ain't reading that shit. He was like, man, I'm on my way up, right? He come up. He said, where the book? He cracked the motherfucking book. He started reading. Man, within 15 minutes, we're making a beat. Half hour later, a whole beat done. Broke down everything. Now I'm, you know what I mean? Now I'm rolling. Now I'm making the beats. But if I just read the fucking book when I first got it, you know what I'm saying? By the time he called me, it'd have been like he said, oh, come through. I got a bunch of shit for you to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, cuz, man, like, if you want to have the truth, you from somebody put it in a book because, man, there's a lot of shit in there that we need to read. Mm-hmm. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know what I, like.
That's like as far as we talk about artists and rap. How many artists done signed contracts that they didn't read?
Yeah, right.
Hey, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it all the way real. Shout out to my group Dangerous. We had got a deal. And we signed the contracts.
Yeah.
We read the motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I read a little bit of this shit. Contract. Look, I read a little bit of this shit, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna just keep it all the way real. We was on some. We sat around and we was talking on some like, look, man. We was on some street shit, like on some. If they jerk us, you know what I mean? We just do what we gotta do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. We was on some shit like that. Like, if, you know what I mean, if this is bad business, then, you know what I mean, don't worry, dude. Let us out the contract.
Right.
And what happened is, I mean, that's damn near how we forced our way out the deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Once we realized it was a bullshit deal, we forced our way out the deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like.
But we didn't read shit. I'm not, like, collectively, if you'd have took, like, all, you know what I mean? Like, we all might have read, like, the shit was, like, this fucking thick. The contract was, like, that fucking thick, nigga. I read, like, 3 pages of shit I didn't understand, and then I was like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because, like, I kind of have mixed emotions about it, but I hear a lot of people say that, oh, the stuff that they teach you in school, you don't, that it's not going to be applied to your everyday life, to your everyday living. And I agree, but I don't. I agree that there's the things that they do teach you in school is, you know, irrelevant to life.
Definitely need math and science.
and reading and
Yeah, you
writing.
gotta know how to read it.
Like-
hey man, you know they don't teach kids cursive no more in school.
Right. So like
there's kids graduating from high school that don't know how to write in cursive.
and then so
I
how
can
they
see if you had to stop, if we didn't have to sign checks
or sign
documents, forms,
yeah.
or
So
contracts
what
and
is they
shit.
going to do? Print their fucking name?
It's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like
I don't understand that.
Like-
what was the point?
I can't say I'm the truth without telling the truth. That's me, how. I just got kicked out of my girl's crib. But fuck it though. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was feeling like I was gonna cry when I got out the car. But my OG told me this one time that time heals everything. Then I got my crib. I ain't had no furniture. But you know I had the studio set up. Time to chill. I got this joint from my old head. He said it's gonna take me on a trip. Man, that shit put me right to sleep. It was some good shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of basic skills, man, that motherfuckers don't have no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
and
you see the way motherfuckers talk and type words, you can tell they don't know how to spell and shit. Like, it's
Right.
just crazy. Motherfuckers put AM instead of I am. And you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, it's just, like, motherfuckers is dumb. Like, you know what I mean?
when you're growing up, like, you never really see like certain shit until like when you get older, you look back and be like, fuck, I should have paid attention to this. I should have listened to that. And I'll be way better off and not being knowledgeable in life, like, because it's not what they teach you in the school. Like you said, it's about the basic skills that they teach you in school. They teach you basic surviving skills. Yeah, the subjects that you might not like in school might be like, oh, this shit ain't gonna have nothing to do in life. But it's not the subjects. It's the shit that they have you doing for the subjects. Cause when you doing homework, you gotta do research. You gotta look through the book. You gotta read shit. You gotta analyze shit. You gotta do shit to
It's
get
just
the
the
answer.
shit that they got us researching now. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying? The shit they got us researching is bullshit, but them teaching us how to do the research is going to help us in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
You gotta know how to read and write. You know what I mean? That's just the beginning.
Right.
You know what
And
I'm
then
saying?
there's some parents who's not letting their kids go to school because their kids don't want to go to school because they feel like what they're getting taught in school is not going to be used in life. So they feel like going to school is a waste of time.
And a lot of that shit is true, but you know what
A
I mean?
lot of it
you
is
gotta
true.
learn how to read and fucking write.
Exactly.
You need math and you need science.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
and see, and at the end of the day, what a lot of these kids is not realizing, when you try to go out here and get these big name jobs and try to get a nice and good paying job, they're going to overlook you for somebody who has a degree or a high school diploma.
But these are the ones you talk about. I mean, how many of these motherfuckers is even thinking on that level?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as wanting a good job one day or wanting a career one day, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't even thinking that far, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And then it's crazy because of with the shootings and the killings and the shit that's going on, a lot of these kids don't think they're going to make it past 21, 25 to even be able to get a career, even
shit's
be able to
crazy,
finish college.
man. We got to tighten up, man. We got to get it together. We got to do something.
Man,
We got to do something because shit's getting worse. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's just getting worse.
it
Yeah,
definitely
man.
is getting worse.
And everybody say that, it's like, you know what I mean? But what do we do? Like, you know what I mean? Like shit got to change, and everybody got to want to be a part of the change.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly, because we can't change if everybody don't want to be a part of the change.
yeah, everybody got to be a part of the change. You can't just sit back and say, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
They
can't do that.
And my thing is, it can't just be the celebrities that's doing everything to try to
Nah, I'm
change.
talking within the hood, within the neighborhood, within the community. You know what I mean? these so-called G's or whatever, or OGs. You
Oh,
know what I
okay.
mean?
I thought you were talking
They
about.
need to step up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you got a lot of corny ass OGs that still want to look cool to the kids, and telling them to stay out the streets ain't cool.
Yeah.
So they
And
don't
then,
say it to them.
and also
they
they're
don't.
condoning the dumb shit that they doing, making it seem like
Yes.
they make these young dumb motherfuckers feel like
Think
what
they
they're
on the
doing
right track.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
They're
I
on
want
the
to
right
be
track.
a G like you one
Right.
day. I want to be an OG like you
Right.
one day.
Instead
And
of telling them
stupid
that's
as
not
fuck.
how the fuck I became an OG.
And even if they did, man, what the fuck? Tell them about the OG retirement plan, or the ghetto pension. We're the hood pension and all that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that shit's stupid. Like, it's dumb. Like, it is. Like,
Yeah.
what do you get out the shit? Fuck all that, man.
Like,
You know
I
what I'm
remember.
saying? And most of these motherfuckers is bitches anyway.
Yeah.
Real life bitches. I done seen it.
Yeah,
I done seen you.
man. Because I remember growing up and having motherfuckers trying to keep us in school. Like, you need to go to school. Like, you don't need to be cutting class. You need to be in school. You need to be, you ain't going to practice. You need to be going to practice. Like, they made us go to practice. Like, you ain't got that shit no more.
Nah.
You ain't got that shit no more.
Yeah, shit fucked up, man. But, you know what I mean? Just got to pray for better days, and you can't just sit back, man. You got to be proactive, man. You got to talk to these kids. You got to try to help them. You know what I mean? If you got access to resources or whatever to, you know what I mean? They need programs and shit. Like, we had shit. Like, even now, they don't even got, like, when we grew up in the summertime, the arts and crafts lady at the playgrounds and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The little free lunch programs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, all that shit is gone.
We
You
ain't
know
got
what
no
I'm saying?
after, like when we was growing up, we had after school programs somewhere. We went up
Yes.
to 1A. They had computers for us to get on and play games and to do our homework and our research on. They had people there to help
that
us
shit
tutor.
is gone.
or
The
some
government
cra-
don't fund
yeah,
shit
like-
like that no more. They say ain't money for shit like that no more. But there's money for all this other bullshit and for wars and all these
Yeah.
other countries that's in trouble and shit. But, man. Ooh, like I said, that's a whole nother show. But
Sure.
you know what I mean? How y'all feel about the shit? You know what I mean? Drop it down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And like always, you know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button, man. If you ain't subscribed already, hit the
Please.
like and the share button.
Like
you know
and
what I mean?
subscribe
You
and
shouldn't have
share.
to ask you to do that, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Yes,
You know what
we
I'm saying?
appreciate it. We need it. As much as we evolve, y'all evolve.
And if there's any topics that y'all want to hear us discuss, or if you want to come on and debate or discuss anything with us, it might be something we ain't talked about yet, or it might be something we talked about in the past show that you either agreed with, didn't agree with, it might have made you mad, whatever. If you want to come on and chop it up, holla, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get you on here. And everybody that we spoke to, you know what I mean, about coming on, we're getting back to you real soon, you know what I'm saying? Some people I talked to already, you know what I'm saying, get these shows together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? As always, if you haven't seen the movie yet, Loud Summer Nights, go
watch
check it out.
Yes.
And we got a bunch more shit to come, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bunch more shit to
lot
come.
more shit to come.
But for tonight, anything before we get up out of here?
Yeah, for all the fat bitches and all the other bitches who's having a problem getting laid, I got a 24-hour service, 1-800 just for meats. We have daily, weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly subscriptions. However you like to get it, however you like to pay. We even take food stamps. We take Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo,
And Usher Bucks.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we take them all because they're obviously just the ladies at the strip club love them. But yes, calm out service, 1-800 just for meats.
Hey man, that was some funny ass shit. That nigga was really at the strip club throwing Usher Bucks on the strippers, nigga.
I know they was mad as fuck.
Man,
Hey,
they
listen.
count money and this usher.
Listen, at first I thought it was like he had $1 bills and he just put a sticker of his face on the Washington. Hey, cuz, hey, I'm sorry. If that was, if I would have socked him. If I was one of the strippers and I seen that shit while he was there, I would have socked him, cuz.
Hey, man. And you know, once they seen him throwing that money, they probably got to twerking hard than a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, I just danced for no fucking reason. I danced for no bread. You just got free, we just showed you free pussy and titties.
Ooh, man.
I'd have been mad as fuck, cuz. I'd have beat the fuck out of Usher, cuz.
Yeah, man.
I'd have beat the fuck out of Usher.
No Usher bucks in the strip club.
Matter of fact, I'm about to cancel my Usher tickets.
Hey, pay for him with Usher bucks.
Hey, yeah, how can he get mad? He just tried to pay him bitches, our bitches tuition for with Usher bucks. Like, come on, man. Food stamps is worth more.
Yeah, man.
But no,
Stamps.
but no, some serious
Anybody
shit.
got any stamps?
Do y'all?
Nah, man. But
If y'all got any stamps, post them in the comments. We might get them off for you.
yeah, but stay tuned in, man. We got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah, real shit.
If you hating, keep hiding your hands when you throw rocks. That's what y'all do best. And on that note, we out. Peace.
It's Josie's boy.